Most people believe that vision loss after 60 is simply a natural part of aging, something unavoidable no matter what we do. But what if I told you that the real reason many seniors lose their sight has less to do with age and more to do with the food on their plate? The truth is shocking. Certain everyday eating habits silently damage the eyes, sometimes for years before you even realize something is wrong. Think about it. You wake up, grab a slice of white bread, maybe a sweetened coffee, and later a sandwich for lunch. At dinner, you might enjoy a juicy steak or some fried food. These seem normal, right? Yet studies show that these choices can accelerate conditions like cataracts and macular degeneration, which are two of the leading causes of vision loss in people over 60. What makes this dangerous is how subtle it all is. Eye diseases progress slowly, so you won't notice until the damage is done. And unlike your skin or muscles, your eyes don't give clear early warnings. They just quietly deteriorate. That's why millions of seniors are caught off guard when their doctor says their vision can't be restored. But here's the powerful part: you can change it. By identifying which eating habits harm your eyes and replacing them with protective ones, you can keep your vision clearer for longer. So today, let's uncover the eating mistakes that may be silently destroying your sight after 60. It often begins with something as innocent as white bread, pasta, or sweet drinks. These foods are made from refined carbohydrates, which are quickly broken down into sugar in your body. The spike in blood sugar seems harmless at first, but over time, it causes chronic inflammation. This inflammation targets delicate blood vessels, including those in your eyes. The result? Damage to the retina and an increased risk of age related macular degeneration. A landmark study showed that people who frequently consumed high glycemic foods were far more likely to develop severe eye problems than those who didn't. Imagine this: every slice of bread or every can of soda pushes your eyes one step closer to vision decline. And the cruel part is that you won't feel it happening, you won't feel pain, you won't see sudden changes. The damage builds silently year after year. What makes it even trickier is that many healthy looking foods, like breakfast cereals labeled as whole grain, are still packed with refined sugars that hit your bloodstream just as fast. So even when you think you're eating better, your eyes may still be paying the price. But here's the kicker: carbs aren't the only danger. Some of the foods we trust for strength and energy, like red meat and fatty comfort meals, may also be quietly sabotaging eye health. And this is where the story takes an even darker turn. For many, a hearty steak or a bacon breakfast feels like the picture of satisfaction. But for eyes over 60, these foods often act more like poison. Red meat and processed meats are packed with saturated fats and cholesterol. Over time, these substances don't just harm your heart, they restrict blood flow to your retina, the very tissue responsible for central vision. Scientific research links high meat and trans fat diets to a significant increase in macular degeneration and cataract risk. Think about that. The very foods that give comfort and pleasure may be accelerating blindness. Even simple indulgences like butter on toast or fried chicken at dinner can contribute to the problem. The betrayal goes deeper when you realize how normal these habits are. Many seniors grew up believing meat was essential for strength. And yes, protein is critical, but when it comes primarily from fatty red meat, the risks outweigh the benefits. Worse still, processed meats like sausages, hot dogs, and deli slices are loaded with preservatives that create even more oxidative stress on the eyes. So while these meals may feel nourishing, they leave behind long term scars inside your body, especially in your eyes. And what's more alarming, it's not just the occasional steak that does damage, it's the larger pattern of eating, the overall dietary style that can determine whether your eyes stay clear or fade into darkness, which brings us to one of the most overlooked but most dangerous eating styles of all time. The Western diet has become the default for millions. Processed snacks, fried foods, sugary desserts, and fast meals, it's convenient, cheap, and everywhere. But when it comes to your eyes, this diet is devastating. Why? Because the Western diet creates a perfect storm: too much sugar, too much fat, too few antioxidants. Every time you indulge in it, your eyes are exposed to more oxidative stress. Picture your retina like a camera lens. It needs clarity to capture sharp images. But when free radicals flood the eye, that lens becomes cloudy, distorted, and fragile. Researchers have found that seniors who followed Western style diets had up to 3 times the risk of developing advanced macular degeneration. And unlike heart disease or diabetes, where symptoms might show earlier, eye disease creeps in silently. By the time you notice trouble reading fine print or recognizing faces, the damage may already be irreversible. But here's the fascinating contrast. The Mediterranean diet, rich in vegetables, leafy greens, nuts, and fish, has been proven to protect vision. Foods like salmon supply omega 3s that reduce inflammation, while spinach and kale deliver lutein and zeaxanthin, nutrients that directly protect your retina. So it's not just about avoiding bad foods, it's about replacing them with better ones. Because for every sugary dessert or fried meal you skip, adding a handful of greens or nuts can swing the balance in favor of your eyesight. Still, there's one element many people underestimate, something far simpler than diet trends, but just as critical. We often think of nutrition only in terms of food, but what about water? Your eyes rely heavily on hydration. Without enough water, your eyes become dry, itchy, and less effective at flushing out toxins. Chronic dehydration can even worsen age-related conditions by depriving your eyes of proper circulation. Then there's the role of antioxidants. Compounds like lutein, zeaxanthin, and vitamin C act like shields for your eyes. They neutralize free radicals, filter harmful blue light, and slow down the formation of cataracts. Yet many people over 60 cut back on fruits and vegetables either because of convenience, dental issues, or the false belief that they no longer need as much nutrition. The result? Faster eye aging. Consider this: just one serving of leafy greens a day can reduce the risk of macular degeneration by nearly 20%. Blueberries, oranges, and broccoli are small additions that provide huge protective effects. But when skipped, your eyes are left exposed. Hydration and antioxidants work hand in hand. Water carries nutrients to your cells. Without it, even the best diet can't reach your eyes effectively. That's why experts recommend at least 8 glasses of water a day, alongside colorful fruits and vegetables. But food and hydration aren't the only parts of the puzzle. After 60, your body changes in another way, one that makes protein and lifestyle habits even more important than before. After 60, your body absorbs protein less efficiently. That might not sound like an eye problem at first, but protein is what builds and repairs tissues, including the muscles that support your eyes. Without enough, your eyes may tire more easily, and their ability to recover from daily strain weakens. This is why seniors who don't get adequate protein often experience both muscle loss and declining vision. It's not just about eating meat either. Fish, eggs, legumes, and lean poultry provide high quality protein without the heavy fats that harm the eyes. Choosing these sources protects both your muscles and your eyesight. But let's not forget lifestyle habits. Hours spent on screens without breaks, skipping sunglasses outdoors, and avoiding exercise all speed up the decline. UV rays damage your lens and retina, while inactivity reduces circulation, starving your eyes of oxygen and nutrients. Together, poor diet and poor lifestyle form a vicious cycle. The encouraging part? The opposite is also true. Seniors who stay active, eat lean proteins, hydrate well, and protect their eyes from sun and screen strain often report sharper vision well into their later years. That means the future of your eyesight is not predetermined by age, it's shaped by daily choices. And that leads us to the big question. If the power to protect your vision is in your hands, what will you do with it? The truth is clear. Vision loss after 60 is not just about aging, it's about choices. The wrong choices add up. White bread instead of whole grains, red meat instead of fish, soda instead of water, convenience over nutrition. For years, these choices may feel small, but eventually they show up in your eyesight. But the hopeful part is that good choices also add up. Every serving of spinach, every handful of berries, every glass of water, every lean protein meal, they all work silently to defend your eyes. Over months and years, these choices mean the difference between clear vision and a life spent struggling to read, drive, or see loved ones clearly. So here's the question I leave with you. If protecting your eyes could be as simple as changing what's on your plate, why wait another day? The next meal you eat is either harming your sight or preserving it. The power is yours. If this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. And let me know in the comments, what's one eating habit you're ready to change today to protect your eyes?